This is a short video put together by myself and some other wonderful one-to-one diet consultants with a collaboration of all our top tips for anyone that's on or starting the one-to-one diet journey. We really hope they help. Enjoy watching.
So Helen's top tip is 1 gin glass, your favourite water flavouring, and lots of sparkling water. Makes you feel like you're having a cocktail.
My top tip is to keep active. The moment I stop is the moment that my brain automatically goes to what's in the cupboards and what's in the fridge. I get out in the garden, I go for a walk, I drink some water as well, and just sort of like that 5 minute, 10 minute, taking my mind off of I'm hungry, because I'm not really hungry, I'm just bored. It really helps, so I hope that helps you.
So one of my top tips, for me, I really wanted to feel more confident and healthy, but really wanted to feel a lot better in my skin. And for me, that was getting into one of my favourite outfits that I could no longer fit into. So I tried that outfit on at the very beginning. I mean, I couldn't even get it on my leg. Then I tried, so then every month, or maybe every 2 weeks, I would try the same dress on, and I would just keep trying that dress on, and I would be visually seeing it get closer and closer and closer until it finally fit. For me, that absolutely motivated me. I kept it hanging up on my wardrobe door, so it was just visible every day for me. I knew that was what I was aiming for. I put my mindset into, I wanted to choose to be in that dress and to be in those clothes that I was so desperately wanted to get back into, because I knew then I was more confident, I was happier. I was just, for me, that was my goal. So if my top tip for you guys would be to either buy yourself something, or if you've got your favourite outfit that you're trying to get into, get it out, try it on, then hang it up and just leave it there visible so that you can keep reminding yourself about your why. Because sometimes the scales won't move and inches will. And inches, it's really hard to visualise sometimes, that I wasn't very good at seeing the difference in me. I'd bump into people and they'd be like, oh my goodness, you've lost so much weight. And I'm like, have I? I mean, the scales would say I have, but I just didn't seem to really feel that different. When I tried that dress on each time, I could really feel and see the difference in my body. And that was such a motivator for me. Good luck, guys.
Hello, good afternoon. A top tip from me is a treacle. So I saved half of my chocolate chewy bar from lunchtime, and then I cut up a chocolate mint bite and a caramel bite, just one of each, and then half a bag of fava beans. So this gives you the salty chocolate snack that you really want. So just a Saturday night hack, just have that, but not every night, just as a treat. Enjoy.
So my top tip is the golden vegetable water flavouring. This is an absolute lifesaver. You can have them on all the steps of the one-to-one diet, even TDR, and you simply grab a mug of hot water. You add 1 spoonful. It's quite salty, so you wouldn't need more than a spoonful. I normally have a heaped teaspoon. Give it a stir, and honestly, it's lovely. It's like a warm mug of hot broth. It's lovely, especially when you're at the beginning of your journey and you suffer with maybe a headache on day 3, or you're feeling a little bit tired. It's just a really lovely pick-me-up. The salt content is slightly higher than the product, so we only recommend you have 2 spoons a day, just so you don't retain any extra water. So to be honest, I don't have more than 1 mug a day. It's enough for me. I normally have it in the afternoon when I'm feeling that afternoon slug. But yeah, it's great. So definitely invest in one of these little babies and incorporate it into your day-to-day diet. You can have it even if you're not on plan. And let me know what you think. Good luck.
So my top tip is to experiment with your products. Try all the product hacks that your consultant recommends for you, and keep having a look online in the Facebook groups. There's loads of different things that you can do. My current favourite is a chocolate chew bar dunked in the coconut water flavouring or the raspberry and elderflower flavouring. So you can make like a Turkish Delight or a Bounty, which is really good. And one that I'm going to try tonight that I'm really excited about is the pesto pasta with some of the fava beans put in. Someone said it tastes just like pesto pasta but with actual pine nuts, so I'm really looking forward to trying that. But yeah, just experiment. There's so many different things that you can try. Enjoy!
Hi everyone, so my top tip is to stay off the scales during the week. Only weigh yourself on weigh day because it's so detrimental. If you jump on the scales and you haven't lost weight, you're so demotivated. And if you jump on the scales and you have lost weight, you're more likely to reward yourself with a cream cake. So stay off the scales, only weigh once a week and you'll see the maximum weight loss and be really excited.
Good morning. So one of my top tips for staying on plan is a planner. Now I give all of my new starter these. It's a magnetic dry white planner. So they have one of these in their starter packs and you just slap them on the fridge, and I send them a little dry white pen and I ask them all to fill it out. The difference between not filling it out and filling it out will make such an impact on your weight loss for that week, because planning will help you keep on track. What's that saying? Is it like fail to prepare is prepared to fail? And that's exactly right. We need to make sure that we set ourselves up for success. And doing things like this, you might think, oh, but honestly, it will be the difference in a successful weight loss and maybe not the weight loss that you had anticipated. So think about what you want to do, how much water that you're drinking. And the beauty is things at the end of the week, you can rub it all out and start all over again. Stick to plan.
Hi guys, so I have quite a lot of clients who say they struggle with drinking that amount of water, especially when they first start, and a lot of them struggle with the thought of just not being able to eat anything or having a gap of 4 to 5 hours between a meal. The products truly do keep you full, but just so that I can ease their anxiety or their concerns about it, what I do is I recommend to mine, and I do it myself, is the hot chocolate from the chocolate shakes and the chocolate mint shakes. So what I do is I split one of my sachets in half. So it's usually about 3 to 4 heaped teaspoons that I put into a mug, and then I mix it with hot water. You don't put it in the microwave or anything because it would actually deplete the nutrients. And then what you have is you have a tasty, comforting hot chocolate that you can drink, and it just takes away those hunger pangs. And what you can do is, because you've had one earlier, you can then say a couple of hours later, I'll have the next one. And really, you've only had your one product, but you've had double the water that you would have otherwise had. So it's a great tip, and a lot of my clients have now taken that on board. I do it, especially on a working day when I'm in the office. It takes away from wanting to have a coffee with milk or anything else. So what I do is I'll say, I'll take this and I'll split it. And if I've got a smaller mug, I sometimes split it into 3, but I mean, the 2 is just perfect. So I'm going to enjoy mine now. Hope you like this tip and you take it on board and you'll stay on plan like my clients do, and you've had the extra water. So enjoy your drinks and enjoy your day and take care, and I'm off to enjoy my hot chocolate.
So my top tip might seem simple, but it's really effective. Put your products in the kitchen where you can see them. So I always had mine really visible, and I always used to see them as soon as I walked in the kitchen. And that is where I became accountable, because I'd invested in myself. See, if I was ever wanting to nip to the fridge, because the kitchen used to be my favourite place, I'd just see my products and think, nope, I'm investing in myself, I'm investing in me, I'm not going to do it. So yeah, it might be simple or it might seem strange, but give it a try. It absolutely worked for me.
So my top tip for staying on plan is mix a mousse. I absolutely love it. I love making the little jellies out of all the different water flavourings, just to have in the evenings when the boys are snacking and I'm feeling a bit jealous. I also use it with my milkshakes because I'm not a massive fan of milky drinks, so I just love making the mousse out of them. And also it feels like you're being a bit naughty without actually coming off plan.